What's going on, people? I am here, and you are here. So what are we about to do? Some math. All right, we're in lava, my favorite color. That's what it is. It is what it is. I went to NC State Wolfpack. Red and white, lava would make sense. It's red. There we go. Shout out. All right, let's get started. Okay, it says, again, this is so that you will learn the lesson. The purpose of this video is not for you to copy the notes. I know some of you all feel like that. Ooh, I copied the notes. Ooh, I'm done. No, the purpose of the video is for you to understand what I'm teaching. So therefore, don't just copy. Make sure you understand. And here's some tips. Rewind, pause, rewind, and pause. You have the power to do that with the video. You don't have the power to do that in real life, but you have the power now to rewind and to pause. All right, that's my message for you. Let's get started. The triangle LNLM prime shown was reflected over the x-axis. Find the original coordinates of triangle NLM. Well, if you were reflected over the x-axis, which is this axis right here, that means you were flipped up here. That means you had to originally be down here. So there's two ways to look at it. You can just draw the image, find the original coordinates of triangle NLM. So, I mean, if you're reflecting over the x-axis and you're on the x-axis, then technically M has to be still on the x-axis. Okay, so remember, when you reflect over an axis, you're that many spaces away from the line of reflection. Well, M is no spaces away, so M prime is no spaces away, so M had to be right there on the line. Okay, so L is 1, 2, 3 away, so L has to be 1, 2, 3 away. So the original L was there. And N is 1 away from the x-axis, so N had to be 1 away right here. Well, the dot is a little off there. Let's get this dot right here, this bad boy right here. I guess I can blow this up a little bit. All right, so now we draw a line. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna really blow this up because it looks a little sad. All right, and so I forgot to say N. So N had to be, what is N? N is currently -1, 2, -2, -1. In L is 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, -1, 2, 3. And then M is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 0. Okay, another way to look at this is to find the prime or the pairs. I'm just going to do this for N prime, just to show you this. N prime, just because you don't have a graph and you don't want to graph this. So if you look at N prime is currently at -1, 2, -2, 1, right? And so what do we know about the reflecting over the x-axis? If I reflect over the x-axis, the x's stay the same and the y's change. So basically I'm saying, hey, reflect back over to get the original points. So if I reflect back over, the x's stay the same, y's change. Okay, so that's another way to look at a problem. Find the primes and then flip this bad boy back over the axis, and it's the same thing. If I had to flip over here to get it back, just flip back over. Keep the same setup. Reflecting over the x-axis, whatever axis you reflect over stays the same. The y's change signs. All right, let's look at the next one. It says, I'm going to blow this up because number 2, in the figure below, x prime, y prime, z prime is a dilation of triangle XYZ. Find the scale factor of the dilation and classify it as an enlargement or a reduction. Well, this is the image. If I write it, you write it. This is the pre-image. All right. So the pre-image is smaller than the image. So we know this is going to be an enlargement. All right, because we went from here to here. So that means the scale factor has to be what? Somebody said before I write it. Greater than 1. K is greater than 1. And to figure out the scale factor, we take the new and divide it by the old. And I'm glad I can do this with this video. So y'all just take any point. This can be your new X, your new Y. It doesn't matter. It can take the easiest point that you like. And then just put it over the old. All right, y'all? That's all you got to do. So you take the prime over the original. All right? Any point. I can take this point. I can take this point. Or I can take this point. And so since they moved up just a little bit. All right. So if I do new over old, Z prime is negative 1, 2. Right? Negative 2. Z is negative 1. Negative 2 divided by negative 1 is 2. So let's check this. I have to take Y. Y is 1, 2, 3, 4. Y prime is 4. Y is, and I'm talking about the Y's, is 1, 2. 4 over 2 is 2. Now let's pick the X's just for the sake of fun. All right, so I would say the X prime, and I pick the X's. The X here is negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4. The X of the X, no pun intended, is negative 2. What is negative 4 divided by negative 2? 2. Y'all, we know it has to get larger. So yeah. All right, you get it. All right, let's move on. You get it. You're not going to belabor the point and insult your intelligence and your hardworkingness. All right, I don't know what that noise was. All right, for exercises 3 and 4, triangle PQR is rotated 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. The vertices of the triangle are 3, 1, 1, 4, and 2, negative 5. Find the coordinates of P prime, Q prime, and R prime. All right, so if I'm going 90 degrees clockwise, my notation is I am going clockwise. That means I'm going this way. So you move over here, and whatever I move changes the sign, and then it switches with the other one. So that's Y negative X. If you don't know this, y'all, the test is gonna be so hard. Oh gosh, I feel for your life. All right, so move that there. And so what is P? P is currently 3, 1. Therefore P prime, hey, you say, hey, this is my X. Just remind y'all, this is my X and my Y. This says put the Y first, and then put the X last, and change the sign. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. Q is 1, 4. This is saying, hey, put the Y first, put the X last, change the sign. That's what it's saying. Gosh. Hey, R is 2, negative 5. What's it saying? It's saying put the Y first, put the X last, change the sign. There it is. R prime. I ain't write my primes. So this is Q prime. This is like an O prime. And this is R prime. Y'all put it there. Not playing with y'all. What is true about the triangles PQR and P prime, Q prime, R prime? Well, if it is a rotation, that means the triangles are congruent. We didn't change the sign. They just turned. That's it. That's it. The point M prime for negative 5 is the result of a translation of 4 units left and 2 units up. Use the translation notation to describe the translation. Okay. Well, we know translation notation means that if I go 4 units to the left, X minus 4. Y'all, we don't want to close that, y'all. And then 2 units up is just y plus 2. That's it. That's the notation. So xy goes to x minus 4, y plus 2. Because left is negative. On the x-axis, 2. Up is right on the y-axis. All right, let's keep going. What are the coordinates of the image to phi after a rotated 180 degrees clockwise about the origin? Y'all, we know this. We know that if we do a 180 degree clockwise, we're going to be moving you there. And then after we move you there, we're going to move you over there. So initially, if I write it, you write it. We know that this becomes opposite of x, opposite of y. We know this. So A prime has to be opposite of x, opposite of y. Y'all, this stuff is so simple. So simple, you know, it's simple. A projector transforms the image on a computer screen so that it is dilated by a scale factor of 7/2. This number is greater than 1. It's a fraction, but it's greater than 1. So this is going to be a what? An enlargement. If the original image on the screen is 10 inches wide, find the new width after it's projected on the wall. After it is projected on the wall. So we take dilations, multiply. Okay. So we take 10 times, what is 7/2, y'all? 3.5 or 3.5. And if we go 10 times 3.5, we end up with the width of 35 inches. All right. Simple. All right, for exercises 8 through 10, refer to the graph. Okay. We only got 1, 2, 3 problems left. Oh, they want us to graph over there. Oh, I didn't realize that. It says graph and label the image of triangle ZYZW after a translation 2 units right and 1 unit down. 2 units right and 1 unit down. 2 units to the right and 1 unit down. So basically, if I go to the right, notice they don't give us room here. So they just want us to understand what's happening. So if I go to the right, that means that my xy becomes x plus 2 and then y minus 1 for going down. So what I'm going to do, I am going to add 2 here and subtract 1 here. So z prime now becomes 6 and subtract 1, 1. Y prime, I know I'm all out of order. Y prime, we're adding 2, becomes negative 2, subtract 1, 1. And then W prime now becomes, we're adding 2, 2, subtract 1, negative 5. And now we're going to graph this. So 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 is Z prime. W prime is 2, negative 5, 1, 2, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. W prime. And then Y prime is negative 2, 1. What did the image do? It just moved. Does it look like it moved too much here? Nope. You know why? Because they moved the coordinate plane to represent the new graph of what we'll be drawing. So don't be like, it didn't move though, but it didn't move, but it didn't move. Y'all know who sounds like that. But it didn't move, but it didn't move. It did move. They moved the coordinate plane. Okay, all right. Number 9, it says graph. Hold up, buddy. Where you going? What you doing now? What you doing? Graph and label the image of triangle ZWY. Goodness, Jesus Christ. Am I dyslexic? I might just be in this moment. I said ZWY and it's YZW. I might just have a little bit of dyslexia, you know, just a little bit. I'm still a beast though. All right, graph and label the image of triangle YZW after reflection over the Y-axis. All right, over the Y-axis. So if I'm reflecting you over the y-axis, and this is where people get confused, because it's just like, it's over here, and if it's going over the y-axis, I mean, there's already something over here. Y'all, you are flipping over here, okay? Z is flipping over here. Y is flipping over here. All right? And notice that W is on the y-axis. Can it flip anywhere? If we're going to reflect or flip over that, no. If you're on it, you can't flip anywhere. So that's what we're doing. And notice that they're the same, like this -4. So we reflect over the y-axis. What is going to happen? Your y stayed the same, your x's change. So the only thing that's going to happen, like visually, y'all, that these two will flip places. That is what's visually happening. They are the same distance away from the y-axis. That is what's visually happening. Okay, so Z is coming over here and Y is going over there. So we're going to draw the same thing, but we're going to put, what is the importance? 4, 2. Z to the left and Y to the right. So 4, 2. Z, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Z to the left, Y to the right. Y prime is there. -1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Z prime is there. And I forgot the order pair for W. 0, -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. W prime is there. How do we know this? Because when we reflect over the y-axis, your y stay the same and your x's change signs. So this sign now becomes negative. Well, that's that order pair. This sign now becomes positive. Well, that's that order pair. All right? Shout out to all my intelligent people. I know you're in the room. All right. Did I put it in the right place? I feel like I'm graphing these in the wrong place. That's 9. Nope, I'm in the right place. 10. Graph and label the image of triangle Z. Why do I keep doing that? YZW after a dilation by a scale factor of 1/2. So what does this mean? It means to multiply everything by 1/2. Multiply everything. If I write it, you write it. By, now there's going to be somebody that doesn't write it, and they're going to be so mad when I don't give them credit, or I take off 50%. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Or just be mad. But you're going to lose these points. I bet that. All right. Multiply everything by 1/2. All right. And so we come back up here, and we take 1/2 of everything. So that's -4, 2. I'm just going to refer to my old image. But you know that Y is here and Z is here. So this becomes let me shrink this. I'm tired of scrolling back up and down. Y'all get the point, whatever. It's the use of technology. So this is Y becomes Y prime. Take 1/2 of that. It's multiplied by 1/2, y'all. Becomes -2, 1. Z prime now becomes, take 1/2 of that, 2, 1. 1/2 of each. And then W prime now becomes 0, -2. And now we're going to graph this. So -2, 1. Y prime. 2, 1. Z prime, 0, -2, W prime, it should be 1/2 that. Well, y'all get the point. It's supposed to be a little nice little line. Beast mode, son. Get on my level. Get on my level. Get on my level. We're not playing with you. Get on my level. All right, so we're done. Yeah, and you can do your work. Please don't waste your time. You know, I feel for your life. I'm not going to be nice to you or whatever, because I'm not going to like you. I don't like laziness. All right, this is Mr. O'Neil. I'm out. It's what we do around these parts. We don't play games. We make hot videos for students to learn.